Hello, everyone. I'm Angelo, and I am a passport brother who flew his fiancee in from Vietnam to come live with me here in the United States. We got married. She's got a green card. She's got her um, she's got her employment document, and she's studying ESL classes. And we plan to live here in the United States for the next few years to get things settled and prepared for when we relocate out to somewhere in Southeast Asia to live the rest of our lives. Now, I know that on the internet, a lot of people are saying that they won't bring their fiancés from the Philippines or from Thailand or from Vietnam or anywhere in Southeast Asia to come live with them in the United States because of the possibility of them becoming Americanized and becoming a typical modern woman. But I have to be honest, the long distance thing starts to get to you. And my wife and I, we did it for almost 6 years. And while we were preparing to bring her over here with for a K1 visa, and I don't recommend it. Maybe it'll work for you, but for us, the best thing for us to do is to be together as soon as possible, work out our situation here, and then plan together as a unit, not through Zoom messages or video calls or FaceTiming. Plan together how we're going to live the next phase of our life together. So where are we now? Nghia has her permanent green card. She also has her employment authorization document. And the only thing that we are really kind of struggling with right now is the California's driver's license. Because there's this thing called the AB60 driver's license. And I think we probably kind of painted ourselves into a corner doing this. But the AB60 essentially says it's a driver's license issued in California where you do not have to establish legal residency, and they will still issue you a driver's license. During the time that we were completing her I-485 form for adjustment of status, we had no other form of identification or legal authorization to be in the States except for her passport and the expired K1 visa that was stamped in her passport. So we had nothing else. So I could not prove legal residency at the time. So we decided to go with the AB60, which is a driver's license where you don't have to establish legal residency and they'll still issue it to you. So I'm obviously now I have second thoughts about that, but it definitely was, in hindsight, the absolute wrong thing to do because literally after we submitted the AB60, maybe 4 weeks to 6 weeks later, we had her conditional green card. And we could have used that to go get a regular driver's license. So right now we're in this secondary phase of. So right now with the AB60, there's this secondary phase where they have to establish your true identity. So we've submitted her passport, we've submitted all of the documentation from the USCIS. We've submitted everything we need to do, and we just need to call them and have them do some sort of a check. But we can't get through, and we can't get through. So Nghia has literally called every day, and she spends 10 to 20 minutes just redialing and redialing and redialing, trying to get through. And we get the same message, and the same message says, "Hey, in 2 weeks you will receive some sort of document in the mail." Um, well, that was in January, the end of January. It is now May, and still no documents, and we still can't get through. And when we finalized the second aspect of the AB60, because we had to provide some other information, we learned that we can't cancel it. We can't even bypass it and apply for a real driver's license right now. So she's really basically stuck. So, I've spent a lot of time coming home and changing my hours at work so I can get her around to her ESL classes and her citizenship classes, and now she's studying for the GED exam. Um, so just went out and we bought her a bicycle because it's really close to where we live. I live in a really good neighborhood, and it's just a short bicycle ride away. It's very very safe and whatnot. But obviously, got all the gear. We got all the gear, the helmet, and whatever that she needs. Um, so that's how she gets around when I'm unable to leave work to come here and take her places. Stop! I just wanted to take a minute to interject in this video to tell you the latest update about Nghia and her ESL classes. Last week, or the week before, she had a international day. And during this international day, the other students in her class, both in her ESL class and also in her citizenship class, participated in an international day where the students from different countries got to present certain aspects of their culture and their country and their language and what have you in this setup. And there's going to be video of this later on at the school. So Nghia had to come dressed up in her native, suit, which is called an aoyai. And then she bought another aoyai, and then she bought some pictures of money and some other things. So she had a whole little table that was set up, and all of the students got to bring their family and their friends, and the teachers brought their family and friends, and so there was this nice crowd there who participated, and there was an international kind of parade with everybody waving the flag from their countries and whatnot. But also, she had to write an article, actually an essay, about how attending the ESL class had changed her life. And it was a bit of a competition. So they granted 4 or 5 students a $200 grant, cash grant, for the best 5 essays. And when you know it, Nghia won one of those grants. So she won a $200 grant for her essay on how attending the ESL class has changed her life. So I'm going to show a little video from what I took from that event, some pictures of Nghia, of myself, of the event itself, and then we'll get back to the whole thing with the DMV and the California AB60 driver's license and what my opinion is about that. Okay, thanks for watching. Ayun sa tuloy. So if you are considering the AB60, my suggestion is don't take it off the table. Just go ahead and wait until you get all of your documents, because really all you need is either that employment authorization document, the EAD, or the obviously the green card or the conditional green card, or some other kind of valid visa to establish legal residency in California, and then you can use that as um, proof of ID and proof of residency to go get a standard issue driver's license. Right now, we don't know when she's going to get it. So if you are thinking about doing that, don't. No AB60. Just take a deep breath, wait, hold on for a month or two until you get all these other documents in, and then you can apply for a regular California's driver's license. The AB60, take it off the table. It's not worth it. That's the update on the driver's license situation. Hold on, I'm gonna go show you a picture of her bike. This is her bicycle. It's a Fuji. If you know anything about bicycles, you know that Fuji is a pretty decent name brand. So that's her bicycle, and her little helmet, and her reflective vest, and her lock.